This is incredible. Sumba Island, Indonesia. Oh man, it's great. I am literally trapped between a dog and this thing. Whoa. Hi there, good afternoon. How's it going? This is Sumba. Today is Sunday, October 19th, 2025. Currently 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 27 degrees Celsius. A very nice, pleasant, warm, but not as hot as it has been, especially in Bali, where I was yesterday and for the past 2 weeks before that, because of this cloud and threatening storm. It was sprinkling just a couple of minutes ago. It's hard to see where things are going to go today. We shall find out. It was nicer earlier this morning, but I didn't get out and manage to explore until now. So we will make the most of it. So that is my resort right there. Awesome location. Gorgeous beaches. Sumba is very, very, very different from Bali. Flew here, direct flight from Bali Denpasar Airport yesterday for, I forget now, $100 and something. I will put the price down below. Flight that was supposed to be just like an hour and 15 minutes, and then as I showed in my last video, then we flew here. We're shooting for the airport. We're about to land. The ground is right there, like literally 10 to 20 feet above the ground, and then the plane takes off and doesn't land. It was raining a little bit, but nothing serious. But for some reason, then they couldn't land the plane. Then maybe because it was a prop plane, and so it's, you know, kind of more sensitive to the rain or something. I don't know. But anyways, I trust that the pilots made the right decision there. But anyways, we had to then fly back to Lombok Island, which is between here and Bali, and land there, refuel, and then come back. So that 1 hour or so flight turned into 4 hours, but made it, and then had a hour and a half taxi ride to get down here. So I have this room for 3 nights, last night and 2 more nights, and then I'm not sure after that what I'm going to do, if I'm going to stay here longer or fly back to Bali and then go somewhere else. That's what I got to figure out in the next day or two. The weather is certainly going to be a factor. If it's going to be rainy, then I will more likely take off. I think I just heard some thunder there. Anyways, got a motorbike, as I showed there. 200,000 Indonesian rupiah, that is $12 per day. So let's get out of here and make the most of the fact that it isn't raining at the moment and go try to see a little something. There's another really beautiful looking beach over there. There are towns. Sumba is so much different from Bali in that there is less tourism here. I mean, it is basically undiscovered. Hello. Except for a few hotels and resorts scattered around the island. It looks very different from Bali. It is very different culturally and in many different ways. So let's hop on the motorbike and go explore Sumba. Okay, so the fuel gauge was at 2 bars before. Let's see how much it's changed after putting, that was like a quarter or third of a liter or something, I guess. Okay, it just went up to 3, but that's basically half a tank. So the amount that was put in there, I didn't have any small bills. And so I gave him 100,000, and he gave me back 90,000. So that was only 10,000, which is like 75 cents. And I think that's going to be probably enough for me to get around, since I am not going to go very far. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try this way. I have no idea where I'm going, what I'm looking for. There's the one beach which is out that way, and there was another road going that way. Just thought that I would poke down this way. We got a nice pretty green rice paddy. So I arrived here in the dark last night, and so didn't really see any of this. So it's always kind of fun to wake up in the morning and be surprised at where you are. It is certainly beautiful. Now, I'm definitely kind of feeling inclined to head that other way. I guess this is probably going towards the town. Well, I should check my phone up here and just confirm, although you don't have a cell signal everywhere, and I guess the maps aren't going to work everywhere. It is, you know, very different, much more primitive, you could say, or just, you know, whatever. Less developed, less affluent, certainly, compared to Bali. All right, check my phone. I have service but no data, but it's showing me where I am, and I do think that I want to go out this road here. Very, very interesting. This is the real deal, eh? Very different side of Indonesia. That was the idea. See something beyond Bali. I've also been to Lombok Island right next to Bali, which I think is a lot more developed than Sumba. I haven't seen much of Sumba yet, but what I saw from the taxi yesterday is definitely less developed. A bit rough around the edges, but people have been really, really nice. Huh. Something on top of that hill. Okay. this could be a good mission. Try to get up there. Looks like sort of a temple, but let's see where this road goes. Okay, I guess that is the building. So what is that? Several of them. Hello. A lot of people there. Not sure how well you can see because the lighting isn't great, but there were like a dozen people sitting on that porch. I would have been curious to stop and poke around, but not gonna, walk up to a dozen people sitting on a porch pointing a camera at them. But so what the heck was the deal with those tall pointed things? And here we have another one. Dewan, Pimpinan, Anak, Kabang. Partai Demokrat, Kecamatan Manukaka. So is that a political sign? I mean, obviously not the Democratic Party of the United States, but in the general sense of democratic. So what the heck are these tall structures? Is it their version of a mosque? That doesn't look like a mosque. I mean, it doesn't look at all like a mosque. I was wondering if maybe they just have a different type, but I don't think so. I mean, motorcycles parked outside, no symbol indicating mosque. Hello! Really, really amazing to see the real life here. It is just so utterly different from Bali. I mean, it really feels like stepping back 30, 40, 50 years. And it's very eye-opening considering that Indonesia is such a massive country with thousands of islands, another one of those buildings. And most of it is really undiscovered by tourists. Everybody goes to Bali, and then some people go to the Gillies and Lombok and Flores, Jakarta, the capital, but there is just so much more. And look what we got. Locals just cruising along on their horses. So I just came from that way to the right there at a junction. So I need to really focus and pay attention at these junctions and try to remember them, because Google Maps won't necessarily work. I think I want to go this way. It isn't that far to this beach that I'm trying to get to. There should be another big road up ahead where I'll go left, so let's see what happens up ahead here. Man, it is just so raw and real around here. I just saw a truck like this one up ahead, but packed with people, like 20 people standing in the back of it. Okay, I said major road, and sure enough, here we have another good-sized road. So, gonna go left here. And then I need to remember that junction back there. What it looks like. It's gonna be interesting exploring around here. Might get lost, but I'll probably get found. Okay, look what we got here. Some really interesting designs. I asked these guys here if it was okay to take a picture, and they said yes. So look at this. Crocodile, sea turtle, whoever that is, another crocodile, people on horses. Hey dude. Like a cask for putting something in. Ooh, dolphin. And another one here. Hello. Same thing, basically. Hey guys. Hello. And again, one of these tall things. What's inside there? Hello. That was incredible. I was more interested in just trying to capture. Hello man, how's it going? I mostly just wanted to capture the scene, and so it was kind of an excuse to ask them, can I take a picture of those, whatever those stone things were. But those were really cool as well. All right, so we have a path here. Absolutely no idea what it's going to, but one way to find out. Let's do a little exploring off-road, hoping that there are no dangerous animals. Haven't seen any spiders around the resort at all. As I showed in my last video, a gecko inside my room, a big one. Definitely the biggest that I've seen, bigger than in India. I would say like at least that long and like wide and fat. What is that? I guess maybe the outside of a fruit. But I love the geckos. I'm happy to have them in my room eating the bugs. They're super cute, totally harmless, and I like their personalities. But spiders and snakes are a very different story. I mean, you know, I like them all right, depending on the context, but not in my room, that's for sure. All right, so here we go. Which fruit is this? So there's breadfruit, jackfruit, and durian, which all look kind of similar. I've never had any of them. Still haven't had durian. Need to try it one of these days. I was in Singapore, I think that's where it was, on the metro, and a sign, no durian. Okay, somebody coming. So because they're so smelly, then They don't want people, you know, trying to eat them on the metro or the buses or whatever. Well, I guess this is going somewhere. I'm seeing some large beasts and hearing kids. Yeah, so this is somebody's home. What have we got? Water buffalo? Can't quite tell if they're tied up. Yeah, this one is. This is wild. So I wonder if it goes through to a view. I'm going to turn the camera off for right now.
Hello?
Beach?
Yes.
There's beach? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. How do you say thank you? Terima kasih? Terima kasih?
Sama-sama. Thank you. You're welcome.
Tama-tama? Okay. Thank you. The dogs don't like me. Luckily they're smallish, but go on, go on. Thank you. Not that I have any intention of needing to use this, but they easily scare away when you reach down and grab a rock or pretend you're going to throw it at them. Okay, so we got a view out here. Whoa, okay, we're kind of way up there. A few, hello. A few raindrops coming down. Whoa, look at that view. Oh man, so I think that is probably the beach that I'm trying to find. I forget the name of it, but when you look on Google Images, it shows horses on the beach. Not sure if they were wild horses, like a bunch of the photos had horses in them. And so it kind of seemed like they, you know, live there. Wow, this is just really, really amazing. I wonder where that road is going. Let's go a little further. Okay, there is a vehicle, a rock wall, and another one of those pointed buildings and dogs. So probably somebody's home here, end of the driveway. I think I won't invade this space and rile up the dogs too much, so let's get back on the motorbike. Okay, I got a dog too. See, they easily just scare off with a rock. Oh man, that's great. I am literally trapped between a dog and this thing. Whoa. Let's see, they seem to be very, very slow. Okay. Thank you. How do you say hello in? Okay. All right. Hello.
You right?
Gabriel.
Oh.
America. From America.
Oh, from Rua.
Yeah. Rua Beach. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I say Rua Beach
Oh, rest of it.
Resort there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Nihi Sumba. Welcome to the edge of wildness. Not sure what that is, but I guess a resort. And look at that view. That beach is very close and looks very beautiful. So there it says Nihi again. So this is Nihi, whatever this is. Beautiful flowers. property. Do not enter. Is there another way to get to the beach? Well, this guy is going for it. All right, so that wasn't going to work. That was a private resort. There was no way to get in. I talked with some folks who spoke good English, and basically they said that it's a private beach, at least from that point, but you can access it or another beach next to it or something by going a long ways around. And so I'm back the way that I went before, but now a different road here, and I'm definitely at risk of getting really lost at this point, but no problem. So just gonna cruise down here because the beach is still out there, so maybe this is it. They got some rain right here recently, but luckily the rain is staying away. I'm really grateful for that. That would have just completely ruined the day of exploring. You got kids taking a bath there. Hello, good afternoon. So I don't know where this road is going, but it is definitely going through fascinating territory. That looks like kind of the more major way there, but the beach is down there somewhere, and it certainly feels like we're getting past that resort, and the beach must be just down there, but we're up the hill a ways again. So let's see where this one goes. What the heck is the purpose of these tall spires? Okay, this kind of seems like the end of a road. There's a gate. Huh, now we have like thatched. Hello? Whoa, what's the deal here? Park here, parking. Oh. Hello. Do you speak English?
Yes, no.
Okay, what is this?
This Watakuru village.
I can look?
Yes.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Watakuru village.
Ah, yeah. Watakuru.
Great, thank you.
Okay, you can.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. All right, what are the dogs going to be like around here? So far, so good. Seems like maybe they're a little more used to. Sorry. Hello. It's okay? Okay. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, they're building. Hello, good afternoon. How are you? Hello. Holy crap, this is the real deal. A lot of the women are bare-chested. They're constructing new buildings, so they all have this tall spire. Just fascinating. Hello. So it looks like there is the beach right out there, but this road is going more inland. So I'm going to go just a little bit further down this way, see if it's trying to wrap around there. And if not, then turn around, head back, and tackle the getting found and finding my hotel. All right, this is looking promising. It's heading in the general direction of, hey, the beach there. Sun coming out and it is getting hot. More beautiful, lush green landscapes, farms, local homes, piles of wood, chickens, lots of people just hanging out on their porches. Country life. A more modern building there. Hello. All right. This road is now heading straight for the beach. Yeehaw. And look at that. What a view. So the paved road has turned to dirt and rocks and is heading for the beach, but it is still a little ways away. So let's give it a shot here. Hope not too many annoyed dogs along the way. Looks like a home up ahead here. Definitely not really tourist beach access, but this road's got to be going somewhere. Well, to these homes, clearly. We've got an annoyed dog. So, I like dogs, but I don't want to let these village dogs, you know, get close enough to me that they're too close for me to be able to get away. I don't want, you know, strange dogs coming right up to me when I'm really not sure what their intentions are, how aggressive, dangerous they might be. I'm assuming that these dogs are probably not vaccinated against rabies, so don't want to take my chances. So if they were dogs known to be friendly, I'm happy to pet them or whatever, but need to be on the safe side around here. And then another thing that I thought that I would address is, what about revealing this island to the world, so to speak, even though it's just going to get whatever 10, 20, 30,000 views or something. But for one thing, I made a whole video discussing the issue of exposing places to tourism as a YouTuber, and I do keep that in mind, and there are certain select places that I have chosen not to reveal in my videos, or even chosen not to film at all. But I'm really not concerned about like me ruining this island by making a couple of videos here. For one thing, there is tourism here already, so they are welcoming in tourists, and yet it is just so minimal that they could have a whole lot more people coming and it would still be untouched relative to other islands. Sumba is around twice the size of Bali, so a good sized island, and just, you know, a few dozen or whatever hotels. I haven't seen a single other tourist since leaving my hotel. So it is just so far away from being ruined in any way by tourism that I'm just really not concerned about it. And it's also not the worst thing in the world if it does get more touristy. Okay. We got the beach, the sea out there. It's up to the local people whether to allow building more hotels and stuff like that, but it does bring jobs and income and increased development for better or for worse. But I don't think it's, you know, gonna be the worst thing if this island gets a little more notice, but I really don't see it changing much over the next decade or two. Who knows? But there are so many Indonesian islands, and Bali is the place everyone goes, and it's still got room for more development, more tourism, and it will definitely change over the next decade or two. So I'm totally fine with showing you guys this really quite hidden, undiscovered gem of an island. Gem of a Gemini Island. All right, we are getting to the beach. Nice. And boom, mission accomplished. Whoa, this is an epic looking beach. And is there going to be a single person on it? It is really time for me to pull out the sunglasses. Whoa. So glad I pushed through and got here. Incredible. No, not a single other person or being of any kind around. No horses either. So I have no idea what beach this is. I guess I could look on my phone, see if it tells me. But a really nice one. Nice sand. A little bit of garbage, but not bad. Nice, clear looking water. Wow, all right. Incredible Sumba. So I brought my swim trunks, but decided to go in these ones and give them a wash. These are like bicycle shorts with many, many pockets. All right, let's see what that water is feeling like. It looks like it's going to be very refreshing. Oh yeah, it is really the perfect temperature. Not too cold, not too warm. We got sand and a bit of rocks down there. Definitely somewhere you want to be really careful to not get swept out to sea here with nobody gonna save you. But it's gonna feel good to get wet. Fairly shallow for a ways. My mind has really been open to Indonesia. I mean, it feels like a different country here compared to Bali. And in many ways it is. Different religion, I think a different language. Need to learn a bit more about it. I was actually trying to ask the ladies at the reception desk today while waiting for the motorbike, because they do speak English, and so I asked them which language they speak, if it's Bahasa Indonesian, but I didn't understand their response. But the language sounded totally different from being in Bali. But of course in Bali they have their own language, Balinese anyways, which is different from Bahasa, so I wasn't sure if they were then speaking Bahasa or a local language. All right, let's go for it. Still shallow, but weird surface. Can't quite tell what I'm walking on here. Kind of want to be extra careful and not step on something spiky or whatever. All right, let's catch this next little wave. Get all the way in here. Oh, yeah. Amazing. All right, well, that is basically gonna do it for this video. Get back to my motorbike, try to find my hotel, relax there for the afternoon, and get some good food at the restaurant there, which I think is the only restaurant around. It seems to be the only hotel on that beach that I've noticed, and I haven't seen anything else resembling a restaurant. I also haven't noticed anything resembling a market, because I would like to get some juice and maybe some snacks or whatever for middle of the night or something, but didn't notice. Maybe there was some kind of little basic snack shack thing along the way, which I will look for on the way back and hopefully get something. Otherwise, then it's the restaurant. So there we go. First full day in Sumba. Tomorrow's another day. See ya.